Okay, ready when you are.
This first. This one? Here you go. Okay. According to Routers.com, for every 100 people in America, we have 90 guns. Now that's a lot of guns. I mean, we have 100 people, 90 guns. Not everyone owns a gun, but like multiple people have more than one gun. That's a staggering fact. According to dictionary.com, a firearm, by definition, is a small arms weapon or rifle or pistol that fires a projectile using gunpowder. Since the 12th century, guns have shaped the planet like no other man-made invention. And today I'm going to talk about gun control rules and regulations for the state of California, and gun control, what guns can and are not allowed in California, and the safety. Let's start by stating the basics of gun laws. According to the Federal Criminal Justice of the United States of America, you have to be 21 to own a handgun or a revolver, or you have to be 18 to own a shotgun or a rifle. The age difference for a handgun or revolver is because you can easily conceal it anywhere. Put it in your pocket, put it in the back of your pants, you see it all over movies. But with a rifle or shotgun, it's pretty big, you have to carry it around, can't just hide it wherever you go. And according to my visual aid, guns don't kill people, but they sure do help you get the job done. You can't have any felonies, misdemeanors, be on probation, no restraining orders, and you can't be a mental patient to own any firearm in the state of California. And the main use of a firearm is for self-defense. According to federal law, killing someone is only justifiable if you are in imminent danger. If you are in fear for your life, or you think you are going to die according to someone attacking you or coming at you in a threatful way. Intruders may be shot if they enter in a violent manner. Forcible, life-threatening crimes include murder, mayhem, rape, and robbery. Those are the basic crimes that allow you to fire back and defend yourself. Now that you know the basic rules of gun law in California and pretty much all over America, let's talk about the guns you can and can't own. First of all, you can own pistols such as the Smith & Wesson 1911. You can own revolvers such as the Magnum. Rifles such as the M204, which SWAT and police use today. And then shotguns like the Benelli M4 for hunting, or mainly shotgun purposes. Guns that aren't allowed are machine guns such as the RPD, AUG, shoot 400 rounds a minute. Not allowed. Too much mass firing. Also, weird novelty guns aren't allowed, like wallet guns or cane guns, which were mainly used in the Old West. Just in case you wanted to get the sneak on somebody, you just pop off one round and there you go. Explosive agents aren't allowed, like C4, Semtex, push of a button, big boom. Very hard to trace, very hard to keep track of. Also, ballistic knives aren't allowed. They're not technically a firearm, but they still shoot off knives. Like if you press a button, the knife will shoot and will hit your target. It's very dangerous. Grenades also aren't allowed. Assault rifles, such as the M16, not allowed. Too high military grade. And then flamethrowers aren't allowed, but that goes without saying. There's also ammo that isn't allowed. You can't have 50 caliber rounds, which is the biggest round possible for a gun. And penetration rounds, which are mainly to take out tanks and go through walls and pretty much go through any obstacle you can get through. And the last rounds are tracer rounds, which are kind of like paintballs. You hit your target and it gets off a tracer, so it's easier to follow or easy to track. Since now you know the guns we can and can't own, you have to know the safety for guns that you can have and are allowed to have. According to the Federal Criminal Justice website again, there are 6 basic safety tips for owning a gun. 1, treat all guns as if they were loaded. You don't want to accidentally pull the trigger and shoot off a round when you think your gun's empty, cause fatal injury. 2, point the gun in the safest possible direction. You don't want to ever aim it at somebody. Always aim down. You don't even want to aim up because if you shoot around, it could shoot up, come down and hit somebody. Still very dangerous. Thirdly, keep your finger off the trigger. It is very relaxing or very easy to have your finger on the trigger, just so you're ready anytime to go shooting. But if you accidentally trip, pull the trigger, you could shoot. You could hurt somebody very badly. Always keep your trigger off the finger unless you're ready to fire. 4, know your target and your surroundings. If, say, you're shooting outdoors and you hit like clay pigeons, that's shooting up in the air. That's fine. But if you have like a target off to the side and you're going fast shooting around, what if someone's behind that target by accident? You shoot it and it goes through and hurts somebody. Always make sure of your surroundings. 5 is kind of tricky because you have to know your gun. Some people don't really know guns. Some people just want to go out and shoot and see what it's like. Protect yourselves. So it's good to know your gun, just in case, so you know if there's a malfunction, you know what to do, you know how to handle it. 6 is to store your gun safely. You don't want anyone getting to your gun, taking it. You don't want your children getting to your gun, accidentally shooting their fingers off. My stepdad shot his finger off when he was 19 by accident. Always be safe. And the most important safety rule overall is just keep guns away from children until they're ready. Probably 13 and above, no older than that. In conclusion, guns play a big part in our society, but there are certain rules that apply when owning a gun in California. There are many guns you can and can't own, and most important factor of all time for guns is always safety. According to Thomas Gabbard from Ottawa University, he said, homicide rates tend to be related to firearm ownership. In the U.S., a reduction in the percentage of owning firearms should drop the homicide rate. Thank you.